So, the stage 1 Pickems have concluded, and I'm not gonna lie, I really got cooked with the Pickems. And for anyone who doesn't know, the strategy that I have used at this point until now with multiple majors is I look at what other people pick, write it down, and see what teams are being picked the most, and upon that I make a decision and create a perfect Pickem list, I would say. And because of the upset of stage 1, I looked at 10 different sources from content creators, from YouTubers. I also looked at people who got at least 5 Pickems correct, and I also looked at different YouTubers from different speaking countries to get you the most spread input. And without further ado, I would say let's get into the Pickems, but first don't forget about the giveaway, which is the last video for November. Check it out in the description below on how to enter. And now a quick word from our sponsor. With Skins Monkey, you can easily trade your CS skins just a few clicks. It's a fully automated trading platform with 24/7 live chat support and a massive inventory of skins to choose from. When you trade at least $10 worth of skins, you get up to $5 for free as a bonus. To maximize it, trade $100 and grab that extra $5 bonus. Skins Monkey also offers a 35% bonus when you use my code SHIFTERZ, and also check out their free section for awesome giveaways. Click the link below, use my code, and now back to the video. Okay, let us start off with the Pickems. One thing before we get into it, I just want to say, due to the upset of how everything went in stage 1, they are very spread, and I'm gonna put it up on screen. And as you can see, a lot of people picked in a lot of different ways, and that is why I would adjust a couple of stuff and tell you the reasoning why I made that pick. So let us start off with the 3-0 category, and as you can see, the votes were scattered. Yes, there were 2 outliers here, and those were Aurora and Navi, and the other ones were a bit, well, all over the place. But to sum it up, I will pick Aurora here for the first place, since they were the most ones picked for 3-0 category, and that is simply because their standing in the HLTV ranking right now is higher than Navi, and that is why I will put them there. But it has to be said that the same amount of people also voted to have Aurora in the 3-1, 3-2 category. And for the next pick in the category, it was very hard. Yes, the obvious choice would have been Navi, however, I would see them more in the 3-1, 3-2 category, and this is also shown from the votes, because 6 out of 10 people voted for them to go into that category, and that is why I'm just gonna throw in there a complete random pick, which is going to be B8. However, I will also suggest you to choose either between M80 and 3D Max for this pick, since all 3 teams received 2 votes. And now let us move on to the 3-1, 3-2 category. Here, people were very clear about a couple of teams, especially 3. So the first one was Astralis. 10 out of 10 people put them in this category, and I could agree, since I feel like Yappy sometimes can just absolutely bomb and destroy a match. Then we had Liquid at 8 out of 10 picks, and then we had a tie between Navi and 3D Max, both at 6 picks. And from the data, the next 2 picks would have been Aurora and B8. However, we put them in 3-0 category. That is why we're moving on to the next one, which is the 4 out of 10 picks, which will be Flyquest and M80. And those are the ones that I would put in them, since I feel more comfortable for them to reach that stage, since they've shown great promise in stage 1. So those would be my 6 picks for 3-1 and 3-2 category: Astralis, Liquid, Navi, 3D Max, M80 and Flyquest. And now let us move on to the 0-3 category. Here again, people weren't really sure which 2 teams they should put in them. However, they were very certain about one team, and that was Imperial. They received 7 out of 10 votes, so we're gonna obviously put them in there. And then with 4 out of 10 votes was Tyloo. And then we had a couple of outliers with MIBR, Passion UA, Faze and Fanatic. However, overall it can be said that people were a bit more sure here than with the 3-0 category. And here on screen, my final Pickems, as you can see, and I have to say, let's hope for the best. In the description down below, I will list you the probabilities of all of the teams that were picked by YouTubers, content creators, casters and pro players. And with that said, guys, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links down in the description below and on Discord. I would really appreciate that. Check out my sponsor. And for the final words, I wish you good luck on stage 2. And if you appreciate this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and I will see you guys on the next one.